Hi, welcome to the CMIP Studio here at NAB 2022. I'm Claire Plaisted, and I'm joined today with Olga Kornienko, founder and COO of EZDRM. Hi, Olga. Thanks for joining.
Hi, Claire. Thank you very much for having me.
So please tell me a little bit about EZDRM.
Well, we are as the name dictates, we are a DRM, or a digital rights management hosted managed company. We are basically the original specialist in what we call DRM as a service. It's the term we coined a bunch of years ago, and we've been in business in this current format since 2003, serving, basically taking the approach that DRM is at that point it was a kind of a scary technology, scary term, and we took the approach and said, we need to simplify it, we need to make it understandable, and we need to make it easy to use, which is basically what we do now and been doing for almost 20 years.
Wow. So what makes you different from some of the other competitors in the sector?
We, from day one, took the approach that DRM is going to be our core business.
Right.
We are not going to veer off into any other component of this industry. We decided not to have a player. We decided not to have an encoder because there's a lot of companies out there that do that, and that's their core business. And we chose to concentrate on DRM and only DRM and partner with all these wonderful companies that you see on this floor, because they know what they're doing and we know what they're doing, and spreading our efforts too thin in too many directions I don't think it works.
Right.
We've also the first company to innovate in terms of worldwide acceptance of various other DRM technologies. We've implemented WisePlay from Huawei, and we were the first company to do that in the US, and we've seen an uptick on that all over the world.
Interesting. That makes sense. So what are you showcasing on your stand here at NAB?
We are showcasing the latest innovations in security and DRM technologies as they apply to AVOD and SVOD and live content and whatnot. But I think the most important part about having a stand on the show floor is to get in touch with our partners and our customers. Because as somebody said, at the end of the day, we do business with people and not companies.
Yeah.
And having Zoom for 2 years it's been hard.
Yeah.
Let's just call it what it is. It's been hard, and just sitting down for a cup of coffee and catching up with partners and talking about obviously the technology, but just to catch up and get on the same page as far as what we can do to make our customers' journeys better is the main reason why we're here.
Yeah, certainly it's a real value of a trade show, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's the catching up with the people and just reminiscing.
Absolutely.
And making sure that we know exactly what the plan is and how to make it better.
So can you give us a hint about where you think the industry might be going in the next year?
Sure. The security industry in general, I think there's been a lot of talk about various panels and whatnot over this event that DRM is just one part of the overall puzzle. So I think the industry is looking towards more partnerships from a DRM perspective, joined with watermarking and various geo IP blocking technologies, as well as far as the streaming industry in general, I think is looking and gearing more towards live events and applying DRM and thinking about the value of security and DRM in approach to live events. Because with live events, the moment you lose your eyeballs off an actual live event, it's very hard to get people back to watch this content. So having security over live events, I think, is very, very important.
Interesting. Well, thank you so much for coming in and speaking to me in the studio today.
Thank you for having me.
Great.